Okay, let's talk about the codification of night ops. What I am talking about when I talk about codification is we are pulling together all of the data someone needs in order to run a night ops event or to take parts of it to create their own event. So this sheet right here goes over all of the different elements that we need to put together in order to hand this off to someone. So this right here, these are the scenarios. So we have it broken down by station. I've listed out all of the scenarios that I know we've done in the past. And then down here we've got some of the other information like how to find the right location, etc. The scenarios is where I need the most help because part of this is pulling old information together and organizing it, and the second part is creating new scenarios. Ideally, we would love to have 7 scenarios at least for every station. I know that's not always possible due to how we have to score things, but we'll get into how to create a new scenario in another video. So let's just go over how I have the file structure set up. So we're going to come into here. I have the night ops codification. This folder contains all of the organized data. In our spreadsheet right here, I have a link to each folder for every station. And I was thinking about doing that, but we're not. Rope workstation. We have the link to the summary for each station. So let's open up this, and let's go over here to the folder rope work. So right here, this is where we should be able to open this up and see where we are at with creating all of these documents. So this is the name of the scenario. And also I need to update all of the summary sheets to match this. But the first thing you're going to create for a scenario is the scenario explanation. This is the overview of what are we doing here. For instance, tripod with a bucket. Let's take a look at that. This is the story. This is what you explain to the patrol. And here's how we score it. So in here we should also, we say, this is kind of what you need to build, what you need to use. It can be in as much detail or as little as you want. Then what we're going to do is create the individual score sheet. This is the wrong file right there. This is the one we need. So I'll switch out these links. The individual score sheet is what the adults at the station use to score the patrols. So that's going to have this information right here, and then whatever information we need for that particular scenario. In this case, did they use a shear lashing? Did they use a taut line? And how long did it take them? A lot of scenarios are going to rely on a time element. Come back over here. We've got the Google form. This is what we will use to collect the information from this. So they bring, this comes back to the command station. We then use the form to input all of those sheets in, all of these in. And then we've got the score sheet right here that pulls in that information from the form and then calculates the final score. And we should also have a list of equipment needed for the event. So for existing scenarios, we have a lot of this information. The information, however, is in these folders. It could be in the archive, it could be in one of these years. So there's a lot of things to go through and to find, the score sheet. You have to look in to figure out how we scored it. Usually it's fairly easy in terms of finding, that's not the right sheet, finding the right sheet that has where we did the calculations and then copying that over. So there's some data mining of sorts. And then there's creating new scenarios. And we'll go over how to create new scenarios in a separate video. But as you are creating a scenario, we are putting the links in here to each document so that we can kind of keep track of completion and just make it really easy to get access to the information. Again, everything is organized into folders, so we have the, since this one actually needs to be renamed, as does this one. So I want every folder to have which station it's part of in case, well, ideally someone can come in here and download a folder and they'll know, okay, that's rope work, that's the scenario, that sort of thing. I do have in here templates that has how I would like the naming structure to go, and these have basic outlines in them. But that's kind of the overview. So let me know if you have any questions.